As a refresher, or if you don't know, I have had continuous systems involvement for over 3.5 years that just ended. About to be like, it's been about 3 months. So over 3.5 years, and at one point for about 4 months, I was involved with two systems. I was, advocating from a place of lived experience, but more so of my past lived experience. So not only was I systems involved, and at one point dual systems involved, I was also partnering with systems, having systems in my face all day long, and using my experiences and the experiences of others like me to try to change systems from within the systems while in the system in my personal life, in the systems in my personal life. It was a lot. It's been a lot, but I did want to talk to you all about kind of the phases of healing and recovery. I don't even know if I'm like healing at this point. I'm just like in flat recovery that I have been going through post systems. I get out of the system. The first thing I do is just buy all this stuff. And what I did though was I bought stuff that gave me things to do, like buying all these fancy cleaning power tool things and buying all these workout things. I returned all of it, every single thing. I was not there. I wasn't ready for it. I really had to start with the utmost basics, and coming out of survival into just like basic recovery at that point was, I can't give myself anything to do. Like, I don't have anything to give right now. I'm on empty. So what can I get done for me that gives me a little bit more rest and makes me feel better right now? So month one was really, I paid for my car to get detailed. I paid for my house to get clean. I had my groceries delivered to my house. When I felt a little bit better, I just took it again, super baby steps. So I paid a personal trainer once a week for 30 minutes. That was it. And it, naturally, because I, used to be athletic, so I'm naturally inclined to get fit. Like, I can go to the gym, I can work out, but I was like, if I pay someone, that's accountability. I know I'll more likely to develop a habit if I feel responsible to meeting up with someone and all that. So it was just 30 minutes. Like, in my head on day one, I was going to be a gym baddie overnight, and I really had to lower all of my expectations and just super gradual. So I did the 30 minutes. I got this. It has the lines. This is just for water. It has the lines. I don't really actually look at the lines, and I think it makes the water taste gross. I like it when it's in the insulated cup, but it makes it really easy though. It does make it easier to drink water, and I fill this up. I refill it probably a few times a day. I got this. It's the 5-minute journal. I will say that I have tried other gratitude journals and I like them. Funny as that is, because I'm not really one to like, gratitude is not my thing per se. I'm always looking for problems to solve. That's more me. I really like this one because this one has a morning and an evening, and I feel like I close the loop every day. This, I set an intention for the day, and then I come back and it gives me closure, and I think it helps the habit even more because I do it twice a day. I did eventually start on my phone doing 5-minute standing workout videos, no equipment. Didn't use a mat, anything. Just did that. I added that maybe 1 or 2 days a week, 5 minutes. And I kept going to the gym once a week. So I'm going to the gym once a week. I'm adding this 5-minute video once or twice, another additional day. I'm working out 5 days a week now, about an hour. I have to force myself to not work out every single day because I have to rest to let my muscles I don't know, recover or whatever the science of it. I actually feel really like gross now if I don't work out. So I started off with just the 30-minute once a week. Now I'm doing an hour. I bought some of the stuff back from original, but it's like one or two things at a time. This part is an even bigger leap for me because as someone who has had a lot of trauma and all of that, I will say, people like to say like mindfulness is like the big buzz thing, like meditation and mindfulness. I will tell you and this is going to be graphic, so I don't know, like warning if you're sensitive. Mindfulness and being still for me and meditation, when I'm in the middle of chronic toxic stress, I literally feel like I can smell my skin burning. Like I feel like I am on fire. I went from that to now I started doing a 5-minute morning stretch, just like yoga or whatever with the mat. Now I'm doing a 10-minute morning stretch. I got some vitamins, I don't like take stuff. Really basic. It's a multivitamin and omega-3. I really do feel like I'm just like trying to be a human being again. It's just funny to me to think of like 3 months ago and I was like, I'm gonna do it all now. And I really could not. I really had to slow down. But I do want to reflect too on the last few years because I have been, again, in the systems professionally. I've been in the systems. I have been with child and family serving people. I've been with a lot of people in social services and helping professionals, helping fields. And, again, I've mentioned this several times, just like it just grates at me, this trauma-informed thing, and people feel like they go to one training and now they are trauma-informed and they're still so detached from reality and humanity and their own humanity, no self-awareness of themselves. I will say that so many people tried to shove self-care down my throat, shame me because I wasn't sleeping enough, I wasn't slowing down, do less. Like I was told all these things. I've had people try to do things for me, try to give me things for self-care, try to pay for this. I will tell you that in those moments, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, I'm not saying don't do anything nice for someone who is in crisis, but all those things were basically like flushed down the toilet. Like it's just, I didn't feel like people were meeting me where I was in chronic toxic stress, in crisis. One, people need to be validated. Like, I don't need this toxic positivity of like, you can meditate your way out of injustice. You cannot meditate and yoga your way out of it. I didn't have the capacity to process the benefits of yoga when I was fighting to survive and lacking basic safety, physical safety, psychological safety, financial safety. I was not safe. So I think, when people are wanting to engage with impacted people, again, if you don't have a basic understanding of your privilege, where you are, that's the ability, if you can enjoy yoga, you have a privilege and an advantage over other people. If your comfort foods and an extra 30 minutes of sleep make a substantial difference in your day, you have more power and privilege than someone else. And, I think about people that are in the systems that have these case plans and court orders and all this, and it's just such a waste, and it's not the right thing, it's not the right time, it's just super ineffective, it's kicking someone while they're down. So I would say, again, if you are partnering with someone who's impacted and you're trying to meet them where they are, when someone is in the middle of crisis and someone is in survival mode, the best thing that you can do is just be with them. If they are surviving, then you survive with them. You know, that's it. Like, don't leave them alone in their survival. It's not even just impacted like as far as you have to be a parent or a youth that's had CPS involvement or whatever. If you're coming out as like you worked in these systems, like if you have proximity to the systems and you're coming out and you're realizing that you were in a really toxic environment or wasn't missions aligned, you didn't feel integrity in your role, you're having, you know, moral distress and whatever, I just want you to know that it's okay. It's okay to like go at the pace that you need to go at. It's okay to do what you need to do to feel like your full self or as much of your full self as you possibly can.